Well, it's a funny old game, and who would have thought it? But when the pressure seemed to have increased to the maximum point it has so far for John Askey at Shrewsbury Town, they come out fighting with unquestionably the performance and the result of the season here at the Montgomery Waters Meadow. A 3-1 win over high-flying, much fancied Barnsley. A great night for the manager. I mean, we've all seen rumours and speculation growing, certainly over the last couple of days, about the boss's future, on the back of two defeats. Back-to-back defeats. Town have dropped down to 18th. Tricky games, obviously, against Sunderland and Barnsley, and the loss on Saturday. You're thinking, what's going to come tonight? All kinds of rumours with the Macclesfield job available, and Askey's odds shortening. Out we came tonight, and he went bold. He made massive changes. I mean, he dropped the club captain Matt Sadler, gave Luke Waterfall the armband, reverted to the 3-5-2. First time we really saw that in the league, and boy, it worked. I mean, Barnsley were blown away. They lost on Saturday and would have been looking for a response, Daniel Stendel's team, but they were absolutely shell-shocked at the Meadow, absolutely blown away. Greg Docherty scored inside 90 seconds to get Town going, and they just went on from there. Barnsley didn't know what hit them. Town kept going, kept winning the ball in midfield each time. So much energy, so much attacking options. That the 3-5-2, they got it in the middle. They had the wing-backs flying forward. They had the two centre-forwards. Another midfield runner. It really works. I think this is a system that Town just have the personnel to fit. Haynes one side, Emmanuel the other side. I think it really worked. Ollie Norburn made it 2, so midway through the first half. By that point, Town could have had more. Went in 2-0 at the break. It could have been 3 or 4. Barnsley were shaking. We knew they'd have a bit of a rollicking and come out at a different team. The relegated Championship side, and they did that. To be fair, they levelled 5. Sorry, they got one back 5 minutes into the second period, and you're sort of worrying. The ground goes a bit quiet. The away end starts roaring. You think, oh no, are they going to stage a 2-goal comeback? But to be fair to Town, they rode it a little bit, but Barnsley didn't create too much. I think of one sprawling save from Joel Coleman, but that was before the first goal. So, and Town, dug in. They defended pretty well. This 3-5-2. It gives the wing backs, it gives an extra man in defence, and you couldn't write it, could you? Who'd have thought? Luke Waterfall, skipper for the night. Controversially given the armband with Matt Sadler dropped, and pops up with his first goal for the club, a header down at this end, towering leap from a Docherty corner, in off the post, and 3-1 pretty much made it safe. Not much action after that, other than the big skirmish, the fisticuffs, the handbags in the dugout. Barnsley chief Stendel getting sent off. Nice to see a red card given to a management. First time I've seen that. First time that's happened this season, but deserved by all accounts. Lots of pushing and shoving. Town were great. This 3-5-2 system really worked. The two lads in midfield, particularly Ollie Norburn and Docherty, were everywhere. Absolutely immense. The team, in my opinion, needs to be built around them. Really interesting stuff from John Askey afterwards. If you haven't read my reaction piece yet, he's basically pleading for more time. All this speculation. He's saying he hopes he gets long enough to carry out his turnaround here. Hopes he's in the job long enough to do the job he wants to do for this football club. We'll see how that pans out. Well, you're thinking going into games now at Oxford the weekend, and 5 or 6 games with teams around them, Shrewsbury, that this is a crunch period. This is where they need to get the wins. It wasn't expected tonight. It's a great bonus, but you need to start. You need to get a first away win of the season, and you need to beat teams around you to start easing the pressure. The manager certainly. Sadler, the interesting one, it'll be talked about, won't it, long into the night and for the days to come. Matt Sadler being dropped for the 3 at the back. Askey says that the defenders that played, Bolton, Waterfall, Omar Beckles, it suits them better. I suspect we'll see Sadler back in the team fairly soon, but a blow for him. He won't have wanted to miss out on a night like this. But the night belongs to Askey, really. Just a 3rd Shrews win in the league, but his best night or a day as Town boss yet, certainly, and hopefully a springboard, something for him to build on if he gets given the time to do so. For all my thoughts and report and analysis, and reaction to the game, stay with ShropshireStar.com.